I'm the sergeant over the Victim Services Unit, and I'll just tell you there's three full-time staff, and then we have a group of volunteers. And so what we do is we respond to crime scenes, and then we follow up with people that maybe that we don't get to respond to sometimes. Some of the scenes we respond to. So some of the scenes we respond to actually are going to be things like, major crime scenes like homicides. We'll respond to things like, and I have my list, so I'm just going to look at it if you don't mind. Suicides, fires, natural deaths, we do death notifications. We go to, family violence scenes, and we help, the victims there. Sometimes, we need to provide, we help them with things like shelters, or help them get to a place where they're safe. We also go to traffic accidents. We help DPS. We work with the other victim services units throughout the county, and because sometimes there's events that occur that are larger than others. And we train with them, and we respond with them as well. As a matter of fact, just last Friday, there was 3 of us together all at one event that occurred that affected, several of the departments. So we worked really closely together to be able to, to provide resources and information to the families that were involved. And that's really what we do. Our real goal is to meet with victims, their families. Usually it's going to be their worst day. Okay, so our job is to ensure that they understand what their rights are under the law. Also, that they have the information available to them, like resources and just general information. Sometimes it's as simple as what's going to happen next. We respond to a lot of scenes where people have either died or maybe committed suicide. Those are really tough because they're really. That's just the worst day for most folks, there's just no other way to say it. And so our job is to ensure that they realize that there's somebody there to help them. We're not just going to help them that day, but we help them the next day and the next day and the next day. So sometimes, I've been working with some folks sometimes for several months at a time, and sometimes it's nothing more than just like yesterday, someone called me and it's just a phone call. Hey, I just want to talk to somebody. I have nobody to speak with. And so we do that. If that's what it takes, that's what we do. So, it's just, there's a lot to it, and it's really difficult. I think it would be really hard for me. I was thinking about this today, and I thought, gee, I wish I had about an hour or maybe even 4 to be able to, to talk to everybody about the things that we do, right? But, in 10 minutes, it's really difficult. But when you leave today, we just want you to know that, there is someone here that's going to help. There is someone here, we work 24/7. We get called, we're on call all night. There's one of the staff members is always on call. So, we do get called. We got called at, 8 p.m. last night. And, one of our advocates was out for probably to close to midnight. So, helping someone find a place to stay for the night. And so we work really hard on our resources and the information that we provide. So what I did was I put this on the back, okay? And you guys can share this with anyone, actually. This is just for anyone. If anyone, your neighbor comes over and says, geez, I'm experiencing this, right? There's this page here, okay, which you can get to by using these QR codes here, okay? This QR code on the left will take you directly to that picture on the back, okay? And you can click on each one of those, and you can get information of all sorts of resources that are available to just anyone. The majority of the stuff that's there is all free, so it doesn't cost anybody anything. And so, after you leave here today, you sort of, in a way, are now have some information for folks that you may or may not have had, as you walked in here. So, the other thing, and I won't, I'll just say it, is that we're always looking for volunteers. So I know there's about 20 of you in here, and if we could get one volunteer, that would be great. It would really help us. So if you're interested, and this is something that you think you might want to do, and it could be anyone, really, honestly. It doesn't take a counselor or anyone to do that. It could take, we have folks that volunteer with us that, we're Vietnam veterans. So, it doesn't take much. You can always reach me. Our phone numbers are there. Our email address is there if you're interested. Please let me know, and we would love to have you if you're interested. And, we can talk more about it. So, any questions? I know it was quick, and I'm sorry about that. Okay, well, thank y'all. I appreciate it.